It's Saturday, July 16, 2022, and we're just about to head out on our 1972 Allied Princess 36 Sequester. Today is the Southwest Harbor Friendship Sloop Rendezvous, so while we're out there, we'll be looking around to see if there are any friendship sloops out cruising around. Last year, there were over 20 of them. So we'll see what we see. Well, we're out of Southwest Harbor now. It's pretty light air. We're making about 3 knots, partly because we just ran over a huge wake from a lobster boat, and there's another one coming right now. Out there, you can see some spinnakers. Oh, hang on. And those are either International 1 designs or Luder's 16s. I can't tell which they are from here. Over this way, we have a few other boats. There's one friendship sloop close by, if we ever stop bouncing. That is the Alice E, which is a day charter boat. They just left the dock a few minutes ahead of us. Then there are about 7 or 8 friendship sloops over by Sutton Island that are sailing north, and they pretty much represent the local fleet. So I don't think that this year's rendezvous had a very good turnout. I'd say maybe 10 boats altogether, which is not as many as there are in the local friendship sloop fleet. So although there are a fair number of boats out today, there's a bullseye clipping right along. It's we didn't see a big pack of friendship sloops like we usually do. And all these boats with the spinnakers up are International 1 designs. They're the local racing fleet out of Northeast Harbor. And they're moving right along in a downwind spinnaker run. I'm not sure where their turning mark is, but I have a feeling it's past us. These International 1 designs were mostly brought here in the 30s by summer people from Northeast Harbor to create a 1 design racing fleet. And they're pretty much all 30s vintage boats, and they're still here racing. They race at least 1 day a week for July and August. And they're kind of pretty with their spinnakers up. Here goes Hinkley Talaria cruising past, and a smaller boat. So they're pretty much past, so now I can tack back over. Now there are some friendship sloops out there racing. There are, I believe, 10 of them altogether that I can count. The leaders are there. That's number 90, Salacia, and the lead boat is a Ralph Stanley built boat from the 60s called Hieronymus. Salacia is one of the early Jarvis Newman Pemaquids, still owned by the same family that it was built for. And the others, I can't really tell what boats they are. They're quite a ways away yet, and I have no idea where they're going. It's one of the problems with people in races. You don't know where they're going. Okay, over here we have the leader in today's friendship sloop race that's going the opposite direction of the other boats because they've already turned around their next mark. That is the 1964 Ralph Stanley built friendship sloop Hieronymus. It's local here in Southwest Harbor and has been here since 1964. It's a wooden boat, of course. Unfortunately, Ralph won't be building any more Friendship Sloops since he died a year ago. There are 3 more up there. The red one, which is getting ready to turn. I think they're using the bell buoy there, which is the Sperling Rock Bell between Sutton Island and the Cranberries, as a turning mark. And that red one is Salacia, which is also a local boat. And then behind it, the white boat is Endeavor, another Ralph Stanley built boat, which is a local boat. And the green Friendship Sloop, I don't know which one that is. There's several of them around here that are green, and it doesn't have a number on the sail, so that makes it pretty much impossible to identify unless you can close in on it. And back here, if we look back, here's another small white one sailing, and another green Friendship Sloop, and there are, I think, 3 more further back. So if we continue on this course, we are going to pass very close to several of them. And this Friendship Sloop race is a sort of annual thing. It always coincides with the Southwest Harbor Rendezvous in July. This year, there don't appear to have been too many boats that came from other places. Most of these boats appear to be local boats. Now, here is a close-up of Salacia as we pass them. As they head back there, the number 2 boat. And there are 3 more over here. He's sort of sitting with his head sticking out of the companionway. Okay, here's the next group. Again, I don't know what boat that green one is. Yeah, but the white one is Endeavor. That's owned locally, and it is it has an interesting history. A few years ago in the Rockland Friendship Sloop race, they encountered some heavy weather and the boat was swamped and sank. And later in the year it was recovered and brought back over here, and it's a Ralph Stanley built boat too, and was taken into Ralph's shop, and his son Richard rebuilt it, and it went right back to sailing. There's another green one there, and a white one just rounding the bell, which is their mark. We'll watch them tack around.
There's something written on the airport on Endeavor, but I can't read it.
Well, it's probably Southwest Harbor. Okay, here we go. There's one tacking. These big gaff-rigged mains. They're quite attractive boats. Friendship Sloops were originally built back in the late 1800s, early 1900s as fishing boats. And part of the reason for that, and as a consequence of their design, you can point them up into the wind and they'll just stop and sit there, which is very nice if you're hauling up a lobster trap by hand, which is how lobster traps were hauled up back then. And you can see a few more headed this way. It looks like 3 more. 4, yeah. So, this is the 2022 Friendship Sloop Race in progress. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing the Friendship Sloops out sailing today. Unfortunately, I was unable to find anything about when they were starting their race. I usually like to come out and watch the start, but I couldn't find anything out about it this year, and so we came out at about the normal time, and they had already started. So anyway, hope you enjoyed seeing some Friendship Sloops sailing here off Mount Desert Island, Maine. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't, why don't you consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.